Here come the Rebel Army soldiers. There's no damage on the weapons. Let me show them some fancy action now.
Hey everybody, this is El Viejo Toro with another special feature. This is my Wii U collection as it currently stands. I have them all stacked here. I remembered to go get my other, I had one hiding away, and we've got my little Mario amiibo. Okay, so we'll put you right there. So this is my Wii U collection. So I'm going to go through these titles, and I'm going to go through them pretty quick. It does not have to be a long video. My thoughts on the Wii I have made very clear in other past videos, but I'm going to kind of restate my previous opinion on the Wii. I'm going to give you a revised opinion on the Wii. My previous opinion on the Wii is that the Wii was a ripoff. It was a PS2. It was underpowered, it was annoying, the shovelware was avalancheal on the system. There were a lot of gimmicky junk. It was almost kind of reminded me of the Xbox in the way that it was just an avalanche of whatever you could put on the system, no matter how mediocre it was, or how much it relied on the Wii Motion gimmick. And I mean, that Wii Motion gimmick went absolutely insane for a while. Where when things go a little too far, then opportunism can be a good thing, but quite often it's a very bad thing. An opportunist takes advantage of a situation, doesn't necessarily enhance a situation. When you bring value, that's one thing, okay? And seeking opportunity and bringing value versus, hey, we can slap together a freaking motion game and it doesn't really matter. We can just slap it out there, put it, get the license, throw it out there, and it is what it is. There's so many people out there. We're gonna sell. We're guaranteed to sell X number, no matter what the quality is. And believe me, those conversations go on, and that's just abysmal because it's bad for everybody. It's bad for everybody except for the profiteers, and they're gone. And they've done their damage, and they've pocketed the money, and they've left. And I think there was a lot of profiteering on the Wii. But that being said, okay, I think it was gimmick. What I've said before is I think it was gimmicky. I think it was underpowered. It was overpriced. It was a ripoff. You didn't get the quality. You didn't get the versions of the game that you should have gotten on other systems. You did not get the best versions. You did not, in some cases you did. In some very rare instances you did. But it just burnt me. I saw it as a gimmick. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Did I buy one? Yeah, I bought the sports edition way after it was released, toward the end of the console. And the sports edition, here it is, was terribly scaled down. So you couldn't do a GameCube controllers on this. And again, for the life of me, I know it's not supposed to be, for the life of me, I cannot get a second Wiimote and nunchuck, or a Wiimote, a second one to sync. It'll sync one. I cannot for the life of me get a second one to sync. I mean, I'm like, is it supposed to be just a one-player box? Because, man, it seems that way. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but a lot of the features of the original Wii aren't present in the Sport or Family Edition or whatever they want to call it. Hopefully you're a family of one, because I cannot, for the life of me, get the second Wiimote. Now, on this one, I bought this used. You get the GameCube functionality, GameCube controller functionality. You have, I have no trouble syncing multiple Wiimotes on this one, none at all. I can have 4 going without a problem. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with this one, but that sports model that I bought, which is like, you know, I think that was like, I don't know what that retailed for. That was like $129 or something like that. And I picked it up and regretted that. So I actually went and got a white one later on for $50. This one I got for $50. So I could have a second Wiimote work. And I was not wrong. I'm like, let me get a white one. Let me go find a cheap white one. Let me go get one and see if I can't sync a second Wiimote. And boom, instantaneous. So I was like, wow. I mean, I felt really ripped off by the family edition. The family edition felt totally ripped off. So, and I'm much happier with the regular original, the white one. But my revised thing, one of the things that helped turn the corner for me, believe it or not, was this, Skylanders. My kid got into Skylanders, and I found a set 2 Christmases ago, the Swap Force set that was really big that year. That was like one of the big gifts of the year, and I got my daughter that, and she enjoyed it. And she's moved on to other things at this point. She's getting older. But we have a beautiful collection of Skylanders, which I will probably showcase at some point in time. But that helped turn the corner for me. Some of the Resident Evil shooter games helped turn the corner for me. House of the Dead Overkill, which I actually got for the PS3 first, which is the better version, but it's knowing that that is available on this system, that helped turn a corner for me. Being a light gun fan helped turn the corner for me on the Wii. And there are some gems out there for this system, which I've yet to get them all. You know, but my previous concerns are still there. It's still underpowered. It's still PS2 level. There are certain things that kind of step above the PS2 a little bit, but I don't know if I'm ever going to be, you know, completely amazed with the Wii. But I've kind of turned a corner. I've kind of turned a corner on that. There's a lot of variety of games out there. There's a lot of interesting titles on the Wii, you know, I'm still curious to see. Now, this collection represents mostly like pawn shops and thrift stores, and just wherever I find these, if I find them cheap for $1 or $2, I pick them up. So there isn't a whole lot invested here, honestly, from a dollar's perspective, but it's on average $1 or $2. Occasionally, if I see one that is of above average quality, which is saying a lot, I'll pay $5, but that's it. I won't pay anything more than that for a Wii title. So anyway, probably in my opinion, one of the best values on the Wii is the Skylanders Swap Force and the game set. That is just a lot of fun and a lot of enjoyment that you can have with your kid. The Wiimote control is quite good with it. You know, that's one of those ones where I don't object to the controls at all. I still don't have like a pro controller, like a regular Joe controller for the Wii, and it's weird that you have to stick it into the Wiimote. It's just weird to me. But, or I may just get GameCube controllers and use the GameCube controllers. I do have one aftermarket GameStop GameCube controller for the thing, which is honking ugly and really springy and it's cheap, but it is what it is. Anyway, so this is my most recent acquisition for the Wii. The Conduit, which is supposedly the best shooter on the Wii. Now, what I didn't know is this deals a lot with conspiracy theory. Conspiracy-laden single player. So, you know, like the Anunnaki and the Illuminati, and et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, that's interesting to me. It says it's the best shooting game on the Wii, which I kind of mock in a little way, but I'm anxious to try the Conduit. I'm going to try the Conduit and see what I think about that. What is that? That's odd. There's a symbol on there for a control that I'm not quite sure what that is. Oops. So anyway, the Conduit. Boom. Reload. Again, it's another shooting game for the Wii. And again, what made me laugh was the Al-Qaeda terrorists with the bombs strapped to them, and You know, it's just like so crazy and politically incorrect. Oh, it says compatible with the Wii Speak. The Wii Speak, that's unusual. Okay, Sniper Elite. Again, this is basically going to be a PS2 port. Okay, so I can't get excited about it. I have it, cannot get excited about it. This kind of stuff was very common on the Wii. And it's kind of like that point and click adventure. And to be honest, every now and again I'm in mood for that. Like the hidden object games you know, your King's Quest and your Myst vibe, where it's just kind of laid back and ambient. It's like you take your time, whatever. This is Kate West, The Vanishing Files. Find the clues, solve the crime. Right? One thing I noticed about some of these developers, I noticed there's a lot of UFO on the Wii. The Conduit was produced by Sega, which is awesome. This is Soul Calibur Legends. So again, you're not getting a fully fledged game. It looks pretty good. I mean, it's a fully fledged game, but you're not getting Soul Calibur. You're getting Soul Calibur Legends. So it's probably pretty good. This I got for my girl. There's a couple more in here I got for my little girl. Littlest Pet Shop Friends. Aww. So this is a multiplayer one where you have like a different worlds where you go and you do your Littlest Pet Shop stuff. Cute. Harvey Birdman. It's funny because I like the series and you do several different cases and it's like a choose your own adventure where you like pick different options and talk to different people at different locations from the animated series. It's barely a game though. I mean, it's just kind of like an interactive cartoon, which for some is like perfect. So don't expect much depth though. This thing is about as puddle depth, I would say. So, Bakugan. I see this a lot everywhere I go. This is actually a sealed copy only at Toys R Us. Bonus Ravenoid and Mannion in-game. Battle Brawler. So, I mean, it looks like Beyblade meets Yu-Gi-Oh! Meets Pokemon. You know, it's that kind of, yeah, I mean, look at the guy in the middle. Look at the guy in the middle, the blonde hair guy with the funky sunglass helmet thing. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I've yet to play it. I just left it. Don't have a whole lot of, I'm not like, you know, I'm interested, but I'm not just, you know, chewing my hand at the wrist to play the thing. Cursed Mountain. Again, this is one of the ones by Deep Silver. What really got me on this, I played some of it. It tries really hard to be creepy, Resident Evil, Silent Hill-ish. It's got a really good aesthetic with the like Tibetan monastery vibe and mountain villages and things like that. But it never really grabbed me. It's got kind of a spooky mechanic. It's just, the graphics are PS2. I would have been impressed with that on the PS2. And it still would have been middle of the road. So, okay, Curse Mountain. All right. Trauma Center Second Opinion. I've heard a lot about these games. I have not yet get into it. I will try this one. I am interested in it. By Atlas. You know, again, when I see Atlas, I'm like, well, give that a try. Give that a try. I'm just going to scoot that paperwork in the back up just a little bit so it's not sticking out the bottom. So it looks interesting. So I will try. Far Cry Vengeance. Again, I've heard good things about this. So claw, shoot, slash, or grenade. So really a lot of Wiimote-ish, you know, it's complete. But anyway, so Far Cry Vengeance, have not played it. Looks interesting. I'll try it one of these afternoons. Sega Superstars Tennis. This was recommended by GameSack, and they did like kind of a, you know, a live play. And it's a Sega title. It's got all the Sega stars on it, which I love. And it's a lot of fun. And it's a good game. It's a good Wiimote game. I played it with my daughter. She got a little frustrated with it until she started winning. And then she was a little happier with it. Excuse me. She was a little happier with it. Overall good. Overall good. This is Rygar in the black box. Well, well, well. So Rygar, it's not bad. I played some of it. I was the original Rygar fan, so I picked it up anyway. So it looks interesting. I haven't played it yet, but I'm sure it's pretty good. This one I have played, and it's just nuts. The control with the Wiimote is a little rough, but this is Ona Chambara Bikini Zombie Slayers, okay? So we all know about this game, and it's a lot of fun. It's wacky. It takes itself, you know, it's goofy, but it does take itself seriously in terms of gameplay. The control is a little rough. It's a little rough with the Wiimote, to be honest. So I played it, I enjoyed it, and it's out there. It's out there. If you're easily offended, do not apply. Resident Evil: The Umbrella Chronicles. Again, these are some of the games that are the more of an outstanding element. You know, these are well done. They're moody. They're Resident Evil-ish. And again, I enjoyed this. So this is one of the ones, a game I actually enjoyed. I think it's worthy on the Wii. It is Light Gun City. Again, the games that I really enjoy the best, other than like Skylanders, are the Light Gun games. Pajama Party, Charm Girls Club. Oh yeah, boy. So that's for my daughter. Look how pretty and perfect it is. I bring this out when she has like a little girly sleepover. Chicken Blaster. Chicken Blaster. This actually comes in like a set. It comes in like a set. You get like a blaster with it. Or like a Wiimote holder in one of the sets for it. But it's just stupid fun. Again, it's one of the ones you just pull it out and laugh for, you know, a half an hour to an hour and then put it away for the next 8 months. Birthday Party Bash. It's got a lot of swag in here, a lot of coupons. These are like invitations that you get, and then there's the booklet. So you get invitations, you get Party City discounts, you get Duncan Hines discounts. So, I mean, it's like, it's complete. You get a 15% off Party City coupon in here. So Birthday Party Bash. So it's like the birthday party game for the Wii. And I thought it was interesting. It was totally complete with all the paper swag in there. So I grabbed it up. Carnival Games. Oh, Skylanders Giants. Again, this is the Giants version of Skylanders. And then I have the other one, which is Swap Force. This is Carnival Games, the original Carnival Games. Now, the thing about Carnival Games, let me see what the other ones are here. Hold on. Wow. Anytime now. Okay, finally. Wow. So, there's Carnival Games and Carnival Games New Carnival Games. So this is Carnival Games, and if you see, it's the same game, but it's two different variants, and the way you tell is, on the bottom of this one it says over 250 prizes. And on this one, over 25 games. So this one has 25 games, this one has 250 prizes. So it's actually a variation, and there's slight variations in the box art, very slight, but it was just a variant. You know, I'm like, oh, that one's a little different. I think I'll pick it up. So it's just a variant of Carnival Games, and Carnival Games is a lot of fun. Again, Carnival Games to me is like classic Wii. Like these kind of things are made for the system. You're chucking balls and catching ducks and, you know, whatever it is that you're doing, shooting gallery and things like that. This is something that is made for the Wii. It's made to be entertaining. It's a good fit. You're not trying to squeak the controller into something it's just not good at. You know what I mean? So this is something that is entertaining for the Wii. Okay? Carnival games. And then there's new Carnival games. These are made by 2K. Over 30 new games and attractions. So this is the sequel to Carnival games, new Carnival games. So there you go, booyah. Another game that supposedly is a claim to fame of the Wii to, you know, say, hey, it's like a real, you know, it's a real competitive console. Obscure the Aftermath, which is kind of like a Resident Evil teen slasher movie thing, survival horror game. It's okay. Again, the graphics are PS2. I found it to be quite glitchy, getting stuck on scenery. You know, the hit detection in terms of the weapons and such like that is awful. It really impacts the gameplay. So, you know, again, what you've got is you've got mediocre to poor gameplay. You've got a good story, good atmosphere, decent characters, decent voice acting, but, and again, decent, not superlative or excellent or any of that. It's just okay. And then you got glitchy, difficult gameplay. And this is no Resident Evil, so it's just, you're not forgiving, you know, you're not as forgiving. So I tried it. I was actually excited to try it. And just kind of was just like, this is just frustrating gameplay. So I'm like, there's a lot of other things I can do with my time. Go play Lumberjacks with the Wii balance board. So I just thought that was interesting. You know, it's again, I found it out there in the world for $1. So it's just kind of an interesting thing. I picked it up. Don't ask me. Lumberjacks. This is another party game. Oops, Prank Party. I mean, by Hudson Soft. The reason I picked it up was Hudson Soft. I'm a Hudson Soft fan, so it looks halfway decent. The character models on this thing are a little scary, if you can see what I mean here. But it's called Oops, Prank Party. So the Wii is sloppy with these kind of party titles. I mean, there's dozens, you know, on this system. And everybody, again, this is what I talk about cashing in. You know what I mean? Let's put out like let's try to do like a Wii Sports or a Wii party game or a Mario Party, and it's just a knockoff, you know, basically. All right, Pokemon Battle Revolution. Pokemon Battle Revolution. It is a solid arena Pokemon game. The interface is a little difficult to get going and understanding how you proceed, but once you get into it, it's pretty good, and it's fun, and it's addictive. I kept going battle to battle, arena to arena, and it's interesting. It's interesting. So I would recommend Pokemon Battle Revolution. I really would. If you're a Pokemon fan, you have a Wii, pick it up. It's a lot of fun. I Spy Spooky Mansion. And again, this is really for little kids. It's kind of cool, you know, you're just trying to, it's got a nice atmosphere. You're trying to find objects and move things and open things, and for a child, you know, again, it's spooky, so you don't want to scare the little blighter. But it's cute. It's put out by Scholastic, so it's cute. So you get some kids that are fascinated with the spooky stuff. It's a kid's game. It's a kid's game. I tried it. It's not something that's going to keep an adult engaged. Okay. Littlest Pet Shop. Again, that's the one-player version of this game for the Wii. I picked it up for my daughter. Booyah. Oh, another UFO title by, this is Saint. And it looks like the monkey god from like Journey to the West kind of thing. You are legend, you are the saint. So, I mean, it looks interesting, but I would have to get into it. Again, this is one of the more obscure titles that I own, and I just found it out in the wild, and it was unusual, so I picked it up. This is one of the new ones I found recently. This is Kokoto Magic Circus. It's got a little devil with a little gun of some kind, but again, it's a mini game collection. 4 game modes from 1 to 4 players. Arcade, training, dual tournament, 40 mini games. Fun and surprising bonuses and malices. So a malice would probably be the opposite of a bonus. So there he is. That's cute. Right. So it looked cute, it looked interesting again as a buck or two, boom. Wii Sports, the classic, I just found that in the wild for $1. Grabbed it. There's the Nintendo Club Nintendo ad. So if you like Wii Sports, check out these other great games, buddy. So there you go. Mama's 2-pack. Again, this is mobile gaming. So this is mobile gaming stuff. Cooking Mama World Kitchen and Cooking Mama Cook-Off. Some of these mobile games are a lot of fun. But it's a 2-pack, and it was cute, and it was $1. I couldn't resist. Game Party 3. So this is the 3rd version on the Wii, more than likely. By WB Games. So again, it's Wii Sports at a bar. It's bar sports. It's bar sports. Okay. So they got skee ball in here, darts, whack-a-mole, pool. Ultimate I Spy. Again, this is just a hidden object kind of a vibe where you're wandering around environments looking for different things. It's mainly for kids. It is not going to keep an adult interested. World of Zoo. I got this for my daughter. This is the kind of the National Geographic vibe where you run. You don't really, it's not really a simulator, but you run a zoo. You can create your own animals, colors, hairstyles. You have different toys, grooming, and all kinds of stuff to get their hearts. You earn hearts when you take good care of the animals. My daughter loved it, and she played it for, quite often for a while. And then she's moved on to other things again. She's got her own pad now, and she does her own gimmick. But she really liked World of Zoo, so that I recommend that if you're a parent. And I would say 6 to 10 on that one would be my kind of range of kids' interest in that. Vet Life, again, I got this for my daughter. So she is interested in being a vet and she loves animals. So Vet Life, boom, which she's never tried and never played. I think she did once where she washed an animal. She bathed an animal. So this is not Mad World. I thought it was Mad World, and it was actually Link's crossbow training. You got the book and everything. So just hilarious that I got stuck with Link's crossbow training in Mad World. Funny joke. Another UFO title, Heavenly Guardian. This looks like an RPG to me, and it looks interesting. It has the Japanese flair, which I'm very much into. So this is Heavenly Guardian by UFO again. If anybody has any idea, UFO is obviously a Japanese developer for the system, right? One of many. But do me a favor, if anybody knows anything about Heavenly Guardian for the Wii, drop your comments in there. Let me hear about it. And then De Blob. De Blob is one of those games that is going to help me turn a corner with this. It's a very interesting play mechanic. It is the precursor to the Splatoon vibe. I think the popularity of this game led to Splatoon. But you're just fighting the monochrome tyrants and using color to do it. Just overwhelming them with color. So that's a very cool concept. I love that. So this has been my Wii collection. So I hope you were feeling a little bit more love for the Wii than my normal rants on the Wii. I couldn't, a little bit of snarkiness creeped into the water. I can't keep it out. It's almost impossible. But the Wii U the Wii is kind of a mixed emotion with the Wii. It's kind of cool, but it's also kind of a jack in my mind. And it is full of this kind of junk. Game Party 3. And I'm not saying that's junk in and of itself. Somebody worked hard to create that. But, did the Wii need Game Party 3? How many games like that are there? It's ridiculous. But anyway, so that being said, I managed to gather some affection for the Wii and its games, and put as much as I could into this video. So I hope you appreciated that. Any thoughts on the Wii, your Wii games, Wii collection, Wii hidden gems that you think, you know, I should look into or pick up? Again, I'm in the $1 to $5 neighborhood with Wii games. I will not pay any more than that. No way. It doesn't merit it. So, with that being said, we'll close this one down. This is El Viejo Toro Fancy Action now in the Zen Studios. Look forward to more, baby. Coming at you with all the hotness of the fancy action now.